Hey guys, and welcome back to another round of Q&A with Mama's Uncut, where we answer your anonymous questions about parenthood, mothering, relationships, and so much more. Again, we got Lisa and Mindy. Hey guys.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
All right, let's get started with some questions. Which do you think is harder, being a stay-at-home mom or a working mom? What requires more work and is more stressful in your opinion? I am currently having this debate with my husband and trying to see what others think. I know we are all awesome and do our best, but what is harder, being stuck at home all the time with the kids or going to work and dealing with the stress of that?
This is the $1 million question, right?
It's a $1 million question.
There really isn't an answer because they're both very hard.
Yes.
They're both very hard. Being a working mom can be very physically tiring because you get home and you still have a lot of responsibilities to take care of, but being a stay-at-home mom is mentally exhausting in ways that are crazy. Same with being a working mom with emotionally and mentally exhausting. There's no argument to be had. They're both very difficult.
So I would say two things. One, it kind of depends on your personality. So under any circumstance, being a stay-at-home mom is always going to be harder for me, 1,000% of the time. Like, I am not wired to be able to be a successful stay-at-home mom. And yes, I work from home, but that's different than being like a stay-at-home mom. So I am not good at that. And I did that for probably about 1.5 years when I was pregnant with my son, and we had just sold our first company. And by the time my son was like 8 months old, my ex-husband was like, dude, you have to go back to work because everybody hates you. You're insane, and like you need to leave. So that's one piece. And I definitely think there's a lot of women who just fall on one side of that equation or the other.
That's probably true.
The other piece is it makes a world of difference if you can afford help. So if you can't afford help and basically you're doing both things, that's like horrible and miserable, and no mom should, or no parent should ever have to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's definitely some people in our audience that are stuck in that situation for sure.
Yeah. I think when it comes to being a working mom and a stay-at-home mom, they're so different that they can't really be compared. Like they're both hard, but there's just no real comparison there because there's just so many moving parts for like each title. I mean, I'm not a mom, but I think I would do better as a stay-at-home mom than a working mom, to be honest. As much as I love working, I am just like, I get so mentally exhausted by the end of the day with a job that like the only thing I want to do is watch like a mindless show and go to bed. The last thing I think I'd be able to do is like do a full day's work and then like take care of a child. That just seems crazy to me. But I mean, odds are if I become a mom, I'll be a working mom. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But yeah, I just don't think I don't get what it is. And I'm not calling this dad out in particular, but like, what is it with men who literally just can't wrap their heads around stay-at-home moms? Like it's so hard for them. It's like, why do you think you get to come home and sit on the couch and do nothing? Yeah. It's because your wife was home all day long and took care of the kids. Like that's not an easy thing to do. So every time we talk about stay-at-home moms, I just need to throw that out there because I'm just like, it's not easy.
Oh God, it's not at all.
I've been all aspects of this. A stay-at-home mom, a working mom, and now I'm a mom who works from home. And honestly, when I had one child and I was working, I felt like I had more balance in my life.
Oh, totally.
It's easier for me to separate. And when I was at work, I would have my lunch break and be able to just, have some downtime. I felt like I had more balance. Not that either was easier, but for me personally, I think when I was working and had that separation, it was easier mentally. But you're totally right, Sarah. Like the going home and then everything hits, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like we just we solved that with a lot of screen time. Like my kids are complete screen abusers. No ifs, ands, or buts. And now they're like older, so it doesn't matter. But those bad habits started day one.
Yeah. I also don't think there's anything wrong with screen time too. Like I think there's a lot of like parents who like parent shame over that. It's like if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. And like
Totally.
there's so many like educational things on iPads. It's not like they're just like watching SpongeBob and just like you can make it educational if you want to. Like
do not knock SpongeBob.
I do love SpongeBob, but SpongeBob taught me how to spell fun, and I still sing that song on a daily basis.
I'm now experiencing one of the joys of working from home.
I was going to say, I heard all this
in the backyard, and I'm having to be like, calm yourselves.
Yeah. All right, guys, don't forget to send in your anonymous questions. Thanks.